John Sikura all smiles right now because it's been a good 2 days here at the November breeding stock sale, highlighted, of course, by the $1 million weanling by Keeneland that went through the ring. John, where were the expectations for this horse? What did you see from him that you thought buyers would be attracted to?
Well, I think he had everything that you look for in a horse. He's, big, robust, strong horse. He vetted. He's by Keeneland, who finished 1-2 in the Breeders' Cup and is emerging as a fantastic sire. Mare's already had a colt called Violence, who's a Grade 1 winner amongst the leading freshman sires, and horse is really popular at the farm. So he had all the tools, big, handsome horse, by the right sire, looked the part, and half to a Grade 1 winner. So our expectation was in that range, and it wouldn't have surprised me if he made a little more, but certainly that was a very fair price. It's a lot of money for a horse, but we think he's a horse that was well bought at the price.
Well, Keeneland stamping himself really is one of the leading sires year in and year out, and we just witnessed off the heels of the Breeders' Cup how well he did there. Obviously, weanlings and yearlings going through the ring here, especially by him. Is he living up to expectations or even surpassing them for the farm?
I think absolutely. We were probably, maybe premature with our interest, but when we bought into the horse, we thought that he was emerging as a leading sire. We thought he's done everything that you'd expect of a horse with his pedigree, not early 2-year-olds. They were starting to run. There was enough body of work that we thought he could be a major, major sire. Certainly, Tepin made a fortune in full of the horse, $8 million. The filly made $6 million yesterday. Stellar wind off the merit of a race record. Full made $1 million today. So I think commercially he's caught up to the success he's had on the racetrack, and I think people are recognizing him as one of the great sires, and we think it's just the beginning of a lot of superlatives to do with the horse, and not only racetrack success but market success. And the two of them really go hand in hand, because some horses are known as maybe just good racehorse sires but not sales horses. So he's sort of filling all of the gaps and answering every question. So we're very bullish on the horse.
It might take a bit for him to catch up to Keeneland, but Violence, really, we've seen his 2-year-olds do so well on the track, both on dirt and turf. They could really run on anything. How's the interest been since his 2-year-olds have hit the track?
Overwhelming. It's positive, but it's also negative in that, the horse is already sold out. We have a lot of people we haven't been able to take care of. We always kind of work under the premise that we try to be accommodating to all customers, but, he's sort of a victim of his own success in that regard. So you're right, they've been very versatile. They've run on different surfaces. They're dirt, they're turf, they're colts, they're fillies, and I think the future bodes very well for the horse. He's only had about 40% of his 2-year-old crop have made the races, so there's a lot of other ones in the wings, and I think people are really anticipating him to be a major sire.
We're putting a wrap on book 1 here at the Keeneland November Sale. What do you make of the strength of the market as we've just put a button on that?
Yeah, I think, again, it's very specific to the interest, and there were some hits and misses in the sales ring, and if this book tightened up to where there was 150 or 200 offerings, the average would be up, but to have enough of a volume to carry on, 2 days of sale, there may be some mares that might have been better in book 2 or foals better in book 2, but certainly the quality, the class, the physical horses, ones that are current, active pedigrees, the things that everybody would look for, I think they're bringing premiums, and that's probably our marketplace at all levels of horse. The really special horse that has all those qualities, they're bringing extra, and the other ones you're sort of you're a bit stuck. And polarizing market, that term's been used a lot. I think it's the apt one. It's the one that describes the marketplace, and I think it's going to persist here. That's our new reality.
John, I can't thank you enough for the time, and congratulations on the sale, and best of luck with the next few days.
Thanks for coming, and thanks for helping and supporting the breeding business.
Oh, of course. It's so important. This is where it starts, right here at Keeneland November, and then eventually seeing those superstars, many of them sired by Keeneland, on the racetrack.